Folks, we're back again for a really cool collection. Thought you might want to see. We've got Westmoreland glass in just different animals right here on my take on Home and Garden. Folks, I thought I'd show you our collection of Westmoreland glass animals. Now, some you've seen a sprinkling here and there in a video. I always like to drop hints in a video, so if you missed one before, you missed the clues. Let's get started. Now we've got Mr. Rooster, and he has a hand-painted foot and dewlap and crown here in the red. The beak is slightly painted in like the foot, or it was, and the eye is just a hand-painted dot. And what's awesome here, inside it's marked by the artist, not his initials, but the date of the piece, which is really cool. This is August 1953. Just amazing. Westmoreland Glass Company out of Pennsylvania. You've heard us talk about them a couple of times. And they're no longer in business. The years that they did it, I don't know if it was 80 years or it was a long time, but fabulous stuff they pumped out of that area for a long, long time. And if you're a vintage collector, you get to enjoy what they did with their molds and their artists. So here's 1953 Rooster. Some of you folks will be sentimental and remember these at home. I cracked up at one of the Ozzie and Harriet shows. Sometimes I'll go back and dig in and watch some of the old stuff, you know, for fun. And you can see one of these on their shelf in the dining room. It's the same exact period. So that's what they were using for the set decorating. I just love it. Anyway, here is possibly even an older piece by them, and it's the classic hen on a nest, and the nest is a basket. You can see the weave, open tail feathers, even the bottom has a pattern to look like a nest. Too cute. Now this one has, from, you know, over the years, a tiny hairline. They're not even really cracks, they're just hairlines in the glass, and it's all inside and underneath. And it's kind of discolored. This particular hen on a nest, I put probably even earlier to 1950 at least, maybe earlier. Now let's look at this. Now you know where I'm going to put this in its era, right along with Mr. Rooster. So again, this is the 50s, hen on a nest. It's a different basket, and really if you're familiar with any of the Westmoreland, the lattice pattern, this is a lot like their lattice pattern basket. Okay, really, really different and cute. Does have the WG stamp on the bottom here. Now, in the 40s, they did not stamp. Okay, you can't find anything with the stamp. She doesn't have it. Another feature, along with the painted dewlap and crown here, she has an applied glass eye. Now there is one missing. It drives me crazy. Now I know you can buy them, and I keep meaning to replace it. But here's her original eye, and she's just beautiful. This one is maybe 55 when they did stamp. So not far from 53, and this helps really pin down the date on those. Okay. Everybody, regardless of your decor flavor, could fall in love with the hen on a nest, and you've seen we have one in the amber glass, and I saw one in cobalt blue and I just can't leave them alone. I didn't get it, but I could easily get a different color. You know, of course they made them in all different colors. I've seen it in the olive green, you know, from the 60s and 70s. Let's move on and go to another beautiful milk glass piece. Again, everything I'm showing today is by Westmoreland Glass out of PA. Here's a gorgeous duck. And the duck, even though it appears to be on a nest, it's really made to look like it's on the water. So underneath, again, that gorgeous star pattern, even underneath has a wavy look to it. And the top. And this is a really rare thing I want to show you, that there is a Westmoreland tinfoil sticker that, you know, a lot of the glass companies used. Super cute. This duck, all in the milk glass, beautiful shape. Anybody would like it. You could put it on your dresser with, you know, your watch, your jewelry, all your money. Hide your lifesavers. And he is got an applied glass eye as well, and he's missing one too. And that just reminds me that I've got to write that down, and when I'm, you know, in my travels, I gotta hunt that down, or certainly they're available online, you know. I don't know how important it would be for value-wise to have the exact eye of the day, but I certainly would want it to match and look the same. I'm not really concerned about how old the eyeball is, but, you know, to match would be, I think, proper. Here's another duck by Westmoreland. He's too cute and really unique. He's in that baby milk blue. I call it milk blue because just like the milk glass, it is solid through and through. And again, here's the water pattern you can see so that you know he's on the water. And this one, unique because he's got the white head. Really good. And there's a slight swirl in the top piece, not in the bottom at all. So they wanted him to really look like he's on the water. Just gorgeous. Love, love, love that one. Now this you might have seen in our baby blue collection. This is what they call the satin. I like to call it powder blue. It's a pair of doves, and it's just gorgeous. It's a nut dish, a candy dish. It could be on your dresser again. Really exquisite bottom in the detail all the way around on a pedestal base. Gorgeous piece. You can still pick these up, and I think they made this piece in every single color glass that they ever developed. And I'll tell you, I really want another one. If I could find this in the amber glass, or, you know, there's even the white. There's the typical milk glass, but there's also the satin white, which would look like this. It's real dulled, satiny finish. And you see the blue, how it's different than the duck here. Male and female doves, lovebird pair, gorgeous. Anybody remember the French style Bulldog in the Westmoreland glass? Well, I got a quick story for you, and this is the first one. Here he is. This is the oldest one. Now, I was 10 and went to an estate sale with my mom, and I think I had $1. And she helped me bid, and we got this shoebox full of junk for my $1, right? This Bulldog was painted black in there, and I didn't think anything of it, but she loved it, and I wanted to give it to her. So he does have a broken toe on the front, but you can't get rid of it because of the sentimental value. Okay, that was quite a while ago. You can imagine. She realized that the glass piece was painted and ended up stripping that black paint off. So that's why this one is so special, and it helped cause everything around me that you see turn into a collector crazy and maximalist. Okay, so I'm gonna group these and just tell you a little bit about the certain categories. The first category I have, there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 Bulldogs in the different tinted glass. This first one, why he's special, he's in now, you hear me talk about it, that smoked old-fashioned glass. He's certainly, he could be just into the 40s, okay? And they just had a hard time coming up with the super clear glass at the time. So your early pieces have that smoky tint to it, all right? As you move through, they were starting to color the glass, and this is what we got in these 9 first Bulldogs. None of them are marked with the WG, Westmoreland Glass Company, WG. Okay, now here's a different colored one. And again, they're all clear, but he's almost got a tint of lavender to him if you look at them together. And of course, we'll do the close-up look. And there's just an awesome comparison here too. If you look at these close, a lot of the early ones are missing their jeweled eyeball. And I've noticed too that there are a couple of different molds. None of these have the WG mark. You know, they weren't stamping in the 40s, early 50s, they missed it. They started developing that stamp idea right in there, maybe 55. That tells me these dogs are pre-55 at least. Just so you know what you're looking at. And it'll help with what, you know, the price is on the piece that you're looking at and how much somebody wants for it. So these are the last 3 of the 9 that are pre-1955. This one is actually the third one that I had picked up, and this is years and years ago. Most of them, like I say, are missing the jeweled eye. None of these have the Westmoreland stamp on the chest. Now what's funny too, why I'm telling you, there's a couple of molds to these too. All right, here is another pair we'll put together, just simply black and white, and it's a solid milk glass white. And this one is a solid black, and they have the chest stamp, and he has his collars painted gold. A little bit left on it. He has both jeweled eyes, and this one has neither. They didn't do a great job on gluing those in. You'll see, it's real obvious. Here's two in a row that I call root beer. It's a satin, almost see-through, rather opaque. When it's down, it looks solid, but when you put it up to the light, you can see through the neck, the leg, the ear. Really, really different. He has both jeweled eyes with a gold collar, and his brother here has the same root beer color, no jewels in the eyes and the gold collar. So you see, I like any example. And I want to tell you too, when I started collecting, obviously you know what the first one was, but when I made up my mind to really collect these, I was getting them for $7, okay, I remember. I think I hit a flea market. You Floridians will remember, you know, you'll recognize Webster. I had a market out there. I got 4 that day, I think for $7 a piece, and it was like, I loved it. I couldn't believe it. I also ran into a dealer that had 5. Now this is as sad as heck. She had 5. This is even about 7 years ago. She had 5 of the Bulldogs in colors that I still do not have. Okay, I wanted them so bad. Guess what she wanted? $100. 20 bucks a piece. And she said, "Oh, you can't find them anymore." And I thought, I'll find them first. I'm not paying $20 a piece. Let me tell you what's funny. And we had another couple with us. He's probably watching. He remembers. He said, "You didn't get those?" I said, "Oh, heck no, I'm not paying that. I haven't seen those colors since. And I'm not seeing the dogs hardly either." So, man, would that have helped my... Why I can't forget it, and why I can't get it out of my head. This is a funny position you get in as a collector. You hardcore collectors out there, you know this, you understand. Sometimes you gotta really pay up to get what you're missing or what you want. And one of the dogs was a red. Okay, I don't have one. You don't see them. I'm not even seeing a plain black, white, or clear one now. It does just certain things get harder and harder and harder. You know, the animals are real popular. And when people have a collection of them, they don't get rid of them. So I gotta move along. Here is where they started getting really cute with their color combinations. And when they mix colors like this, they'll call it, you'll see, they'll call it slag. Okay, so if you see that term, you know it. It could be any mix of colors, but they'll call that glass slag, okay, because they mixed it. Here is the clear blue. You just saw him, superstar, in our Russian table. Real good. He has both eyes, both feet, both ears. He's in kind of a milk glass, but also the clear cobalt blue. That's why he looks so darn good on that table. And when I'm done here, he's going right behind me on that shelf. I have these in the master bedroom. You might have got a glimpse of them in the Christmas video, and just fantastic. Alrighty guys, so here's the difference between that blue and white or slag piece and the solid cobalt blue. Oh man, he is gorgeous. It's real dark. It might be real dark on camera, but we'll get a close-up of him. So here's a whole category of just blues. Just superb. Look at this. It's that aqua blue, real clear, and his eyes match. It's just fantastic. And then, my goodness, this is almost like a cool cough drop blue. Not even sure what to call this one. Maybe he's more aqua blue. Just gorgeous. Clear blue, and you see them together. Now, I don't want everybody falling in love with these, because then I'll really never find any more. But I do like to show our collections. Some of you have asked, and I know it's fun too. So here is another group, and they're in the green, okay? Which, you know, I'm fond of this one, this emerald green, my favorite color. And he has eyes to match. You'd think they would do different eyes, but he's really quite striking with the emerald eyes as well. Love, love, love him. Favorite color, and my birthstone color, of course, the emerald. Then here's a delightful light green in the clear green. Beautiful piece, and they just go so good together when they're put together. Here's that, everybody will want to say, oh, that's Vaseline glass, radiant glass. This particular one, I like to call him lemonade clear, and he doesn't glow, so it's not that iridescent, particular iridescent glass that some of them did use and have. Very, very cute. Now here's another whole category, and this is towards, I think, towards the end of the production of these. Why? They tried to make them special and different, okay? And they have different greens. Here's a just a delightful jade green, okay? And they're hand painted on the back. These are real feminine for you girly girls out there. This is the only one out of 24 dogs that I have that's signed. So they're gonna want a little more for a numbered and signed by L. Plews. 67 out of 200. He's pretty cool that way. The flowered back is not my favorite, but I know, like I say, the ladies would love it. Here's another unique. He has his eyes. Another unique piece, and he is in the slag green. Here's another example of that. So he's got different things going on for him. He's in the multicolored slag green, painted gold collar, and the hand painted back. And again, they're going to want a little more. This one is somewhere in between because it's not signed, but it is hand painted. That's what they did and how they did it. So you see how unique and different each one is that makes you want a new one. Now, some of these you'll see, just to give you an idea, I mentioned the early ones. It's been 20 years since I bought one for $7, I'll tell you that. I was happy to find them under 20 now. And most of them, they want 30 and up just for one. So, you know, it's one of those that got real pricey because of supply and demand, and that's how it always goes. Right? Typical. So folks, if you liked our Westmoreland glass collection in the animals today, just give us a like, a share, a comment. We're getting through January. If you can't tell, now there's a lot more decor coming. You know that. We're right on the precipice of it. So don't think I forgot about that. And you got to realize too, to get rid of and take down 12 plus Christmas trees, that has to get done too. And nobody's here helping. They're at work or at school. Okay? So give me a break on timing and we'll have a blast. Thanks, guys. Take care, everybody. We care about you. Don't be afraid to be happy, and we'll see you in the next Over the Top More is More decor video.